mother unstable, daddy gone under the table, but you found a song in your heart. So you learned how to fight, how to starve, how to survive. When the others blocked your light, you learned to see beyond the stars. The curse of small desires, easily acquired. It's time to set your gasoline heart on fire. Kill your demons, kill them dead. In your mirror, in your bed, in your heart, in your head. Don't you look good in bed? Slay your devils, kill them all. Take your throne, paint the walls. And if you make it out alive, hold that bloody head up high. Don't you look good in bed? Don't you look good in bed? You said all beyond those plains. You cut your hair, changed your name, left a note as you escaped. To thine own self be true. But there was no gold in those hills, no platinum in those pretty pills. Just werewolves tossing dollar bills in the wide dark sea of Malibu. The curse of small desires, easily acquired. It's time to set your gasoline heart on fire. Kill your demons, kill them dead. In your mirror, in your bed, in your heart, in your head. Don't you look good in bed? Slay your devils, kill them all. Take your throne, paint the walls. And if you make it out alive, hold that bloody head up high.
Hey y'all, how the heck are we doing? All right, let's finish getting everything going here. Boom, got that, and then we'll put that in the chat there. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. All righty. Sure, I think we are good to go. In 3, 2, 1. Everybody, I hope you're doing so great, swell, and wonderful as our weekend comes to a close. For many of us, including us here, potentially bracing for some freezing temperatures and or very wintry weather, which I believe for us is supposed to start tonight and last until tomorrow night. So that'll be fun. Oh, there's an 80% chance of snow within the next hour. And then there's a bigger coming through tonight. Oh, it's getting down to -4 on Wednesday. Hot shit. Well, boy, I'm glad I bought some hot chocolate at the store. Hot chocolate mix, because it seems like I'm gonna need it. I don't know. Maybe if everything holds up well, our power stays on, which I don't think we'll lose power, but maybe we'll do like a little impromptu stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to make a promise I can't keep right now, but yeah, I'm excited for today. So, yeah, let's actually go ahead and get into the game now. Because this is one that I've kind of haven't had my eye on for very long, but it's one of those where it's like, okay, I want to play it and I want to play it now. Okay, hopefully everything should be set. There we go. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. I have not looked deeply into the content warnings of this game, but if y'all are interested, you can go to this website if you need a full list of content warnings. Oftentimes content warnings do contain spoilers, so that's kind of why I know there is for certain some violent themes involved, so please be aware of that. I think a lot of times when it comes to horror games, there's more often than not going to be some disturbing imagery. Hi, Mr. Cherry. Hello, it's good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing so very swell. All right, so yeah. I have not looked very thoroughly into the content warnings for this game, as this is my first playthrough. But there is that website there if y'all are concerned, maybe need to check stuff out for yourself, protect your brains. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Anyway. So this is Slay the Princess, which actually is a game that Ben told me about and recommended to me. All I know about this game is that it is a horror visual novel where choices matter, and I should go into this game with no knowledge besides the previous 3 things I already mentioned. So I don't know much else about this game besides that. And I am kind of excited. This has become one of those, like, trendy game of the moment type of things. I have seen that a lot of streamers that I follow have been playing it. Like, I see what they're streaming. I haven't clicked on streams because, like I said, I am avoiding all spoilers or any information of any type about this game, so that when we get to my first playthrough, right now, we can go into this completely blind, unspoiled. I'm already afraid. I don't like that. I could do with less of that, actually, in fact. What, huh? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice. Anyway, so, yeah, this is my first playthrough of this game, which means we are implementing the rule of first playthroughs, which means no spoilers of any kind. This game does rely very heavily on its story. If y'all spoil any type of story for me, you could be booted right on out of here. No backseating. I understand if you're more familiar with this game than I am, and I'm kind of like stumbling into a direction that is considered bad. That may be frustrating to see, but just, this is my first time experiencing this game. Let me be all aboard the struggle bus. You can join me for the ride if you like, but please, no backseating, no hints of any kind, unless I am to use our safe word, which is cucumber sandwiches. Ben's a jackass. Hi, Lickum. Automod already throwing hands. But yeah, I mean, he recommended this horror game to me, so you know what? You may be exactly right. Very, very potentially. So, and if y'all are new to this channel, you may not be aware. Oftentimes, like, I do play some horror games on here. I play Phasmophobia, I play Dead by Daylight, I've played At Dead of Night, I've played whole bunch of stuff. Check through the backlogs, channels, all that fun things. I've not seen it, so I'm indifferent. Well, me and horror games tend not to mix. Because when it comes to scary things, suspense, jump scares, all the things that really make my anxiety go, yeah, sometimes it doesn't go so well. But we'll see. I've heard, though, that one playthrough of this game, like to get from the beginning to whatever end you end up getting, takes on average a little bit more than 3 hours. I believe there are multiple endings, so perhaps we'll have to try to get other endings at some point, but for the first playthrough, I wish you would stop doing that, bestie. That's not... I don't like it. We haven't even started the game yet, and I'm already, like, getting both the heebies and the jeebies about all this. But anyways, we should finish up an entire playthrough today on stream. For better or for worse. I'm kind of excited, but also really nervous and horribly terrified. Let's fucking go. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I appreciate that this is voice acted, so I don't need to read out all the dialogue for myself. Ooh, I can look around.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ah, shit. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered maybe... Y'all... I may have to move my face cam around for this game if my selections are going to be over here. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? We have a lot of options to kind of like explore this conversation with the narrator. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch! Viva la revolution! Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Claptrap's Robo Revolution? Okay. Silently continue to the cabin or turn around and leave. The end of the world? Question mark?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
That's a little intense. Okay. You know what? What I think we'll do, I think we will actually set up real super duper quick like. Bada-boo, bada-boo. Hold. My face cam over on the left. Ha! There we go. Okay. Now y'all can see all the text all over there, except what is happening with this face cam here? Hello? I haven't used this in a minute. Let me just gonna fix that a touch. Ooh, okay. Okay, I think we're good. So like I said, it was my first playthrough, you know. But how could a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? I might need to see some receipts here.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, that's kind of a fair point. Clearly, we're already here for a reason.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
don't know. This narrator dude's a little pushy.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
So you say, but why should I trust you?
Before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Oh, damn.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
But, let's just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But what if she's cute? Wait a minute.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But what if I don't wanna? I don't think I will take the blade, actually. You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of being told what to do. I could be a little bit contrarian like that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. So, just the fact that you told me to do it, you're not my supervisor, so fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Or we could just let her go.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh, I'm here to save you or lie. I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you? Question mark?
You must have the wrong address.
Oh damn, she sounds hot.
Great job, you've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh, she cute.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hey bestie, how you doing?
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
There could be a lot riding on me, if you know what I mean.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
Who said that?
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
got shit all over the screen, apparently. Let me just kind of do Whoa, we going down here now. Okay, great. Okay, but now my alert box is a little higgledy-piggledy. Let me move alerts over here. Yeah, there will be fine. It's okay. It's great. We're doing wonderful. You know what? Let me actually... Hold once more. I'm like a customer service rep. I'm constantly putting y'all on hold. I'm sorry. Like that, maybe. Shrinky there. There. That'll be fine. Hopefully out of the way enough. This time. But we'll see. This is what I get for not testing out a little bit of the game, but I don't want to ruin anything. I don't want to spoil anything. We're joking about coming here to kill me. Do you think you could get me out of these chains? Let's talk a bit first. I don't know if I fully trust you yet. I'm really trying to kind of suss out the situation. I want to get a full picture and see just what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, she's so cute!
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Oh, no. I said I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Okay.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. Well, apparently, if we just ask her, she could just straight up lie. I'll need to keep that in mind. We'll just say we've been told enough.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger.
Kinda, yeah.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Oh, damn, she cute and smart. Oh, I'm so doomed.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
True.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I don't know, maybe you're magic or some shit.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
I don't know how the hell I got here, I'm gonna be real honest.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Okay, you know, you're not helpful. Ooh, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I feel like that's kind of important.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
What do you mean, hardly relevant? If she's human, if she hasn't been eating or drinking anything, she should already be dead.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ooh. Oh my gosh. We have so many options. We can keep talking. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Then everyone could be happy. But no, then she'd still be chained up. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here at least for a little. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do, which keeps her locked away. We can go get the blade, go back up and get the blade without a word. We can examine the chains. Maybe let's get to know each other better.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, I like compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
What, does she got like a lockpick under her skirt or some shit?
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
I don't know about that attitude.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay, now I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, I'll get you out. I'll get you
Can't
out.
be serious.
It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
I'm not entirely certain I believe you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'm kind of feeling like maybe this might be a mistake.
No. I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
What preferences? Let me see. Quick menu visibility, skip, after choices. Okay, I was wondering if there was maybe a thing where I don't have to click every time a line finishes. Oh well, it's fine. Well,
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs, sure.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Uh-oh.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Okay.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay. Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
You're not my supervisor!
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I'm sorry, what? But you didn't need to do that! That escalated quickly!
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
What?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I kind of want to see what happens if we save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her.
I
to
hate
this
that.
place.
I hate all of that.
Cut into her flesh.
Do I have to?
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
She's taking this whole hand removal thing surprisingly well.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains.
She's just so
swing aside.
calm about it.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Oh no, am I next? Am I gonna die?
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Uh-oh.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, I don't.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Uh-oh. Am I not in control anymore?
Watch me.
What are you doing?
No. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
What? Why?
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Are you? I don't know. I trust you about as much as I trust her at this point. She's at least cute. You're just a disembodied voice.
The
Resist!
blade. Move the blade.
No!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you
Why are my
doing?
nails like that? Why are my nails like that? Oh god, I need a manicure.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Wait, no! No, wait a minute!
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Oh.
But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Says who?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm starting to have some regrets.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her
Okay.
blood-spattered cheeks.
This seems a lot more like the narrator's fault. Because he was the one that was trying to take control of me, and then this whole shenanigan happened.
It can't just end like this, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little scammed here, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to save a princess and I end up dying. What the
Oh,
shit?
that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
What?
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Oh shit, am I dead? Chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm immensely confused.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You keep saying that. Yeah, I died.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
I'm being hella ghastly here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
We have a new voice. The voice of the smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh no. What? I'm so confused. My brain hurt. Why do I have 61 Discord messages? Whomst? What? Okay, I'm gonna need to catch up. On things. Okay.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Is she gonna remember me?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Listen, is she really cute?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I wonder, is like the new voice the previous me that died? Maybe? Ooh. Let's assume I tell the truth. All this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, it happened because you tried to interfere with what I was trying to do.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Yeah, that one.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
That's a very big and very incorrect assumption there, my dude. I'm gonna be real here.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That
I wonder if
sounds
she'll be
pretty
chained
consequence-free
back
to me.
up, or if she's like free from the chains but still roaming around the basement minus a hand.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Fuck if I know.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
But then how are we here?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Oh my god, what a simp.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her.
Why? Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? Yeah, the whole ending the world part is really what we're lacking some details in.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true. And
I don't!
Despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Okay, can I... The smitten dude is really getting on my nerves. Is this how I am? Regularly? When there's like a hot character on the screen? Oh, damn it. Am I being forced to confront my own nature? Damn it. Oh, what if bisexual, but too much?
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Who locked her in the basement? Sure.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But clearly there's still people hanging around if they can close the door to the basement and then toss the knife through the window. Why can't they do it? If people locked her away, why could... Yeah! See? That one!
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
I feel like you're just pulling out some flattery bullshit to get on our good side. And it ain't gonna work.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
I bet the narrator ain't even cute.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being cagey.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Overcomplicated. Give me the details. That's literally going to stop all questions. Like, just,
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I don't think I will.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm going to find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right. You can't stop all of us.
Yeah.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Hell yeah.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Is he gonna say that she's gonna lie and blah, 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 same thing as before?
She will lie,
Yep.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't believe a word you're telling me, my dude.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Uh-huh.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
The smitten guy is giving Gaston vibes. Which, when first half of the movie, Gaston, he's fine. Quite pompous and arrogant, sure, very full of himself. Just, let's avoid that second half where he gets all murdery.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Should I...
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That's different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No. This cabinet's different than last time.
Very different.
Yeah.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
I was.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I'm immensely distracted. Can I approach the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
What?
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
That I don't trust like that. Do I want to take the knife this time? Maybe. No, not gonna take the knife this time.
The door to the basement
I imagine it may just get
creaks
chucked through the window again,
revealing
but
an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
you keep saying
A
that.
soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
What the shit? Come on, dude.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yeah, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle there. Like, yeah, she cute, but also, like, let's maybe get to know her a little first. This ain't an early Disney movie.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Sure.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding
Is
her
she in
to
a
the far
fancier
wall.
dress? I don't remember it being quite so frilly. And her hair looks better.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Slow your roll there, bro.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
The smitten dude, okay. He's such a himbo.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Wait, does she recognize
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
Wait a minute.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come
So-
back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Uh-huh.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Potato tomato.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by
Speaking
cruelty.
of, she does indeed still have both hands.
And you've
it
died
seems.
before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rest?
That's all speculation. We don't know she ended a world.
We never saw a world end.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Let's see. What do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? Did the world end after you killed me back then? And the narrator sent me, it was... Oh, I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Just a little bit.
That's because she's perfect.
Oh.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Ooh. I hadn't thought of that.
Doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right.
Uh-huh.
Because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
She's acting a lot like the Smitten voice.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
People are playing, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them. I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Yeah, I'd like to think if she could do that, she would have done it already. Although she does keep saying she will find a way out.
Why are you
Everybody
two
keeps
arguing
saying
over
that.
the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Okay, I guess we rescue in.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
Uh-oh.
I would.
Uh-oh.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Oh, that was easy. Oh, we do have feathers!
Shouldn't have worked.
Genuinely, what the fuck are
We're
we?
doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Bro, you're such a killjoy.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Got to believe.
What do we do
in the
now?
Power of love. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Yeah, maybe she's like, oh god, maybe she does have a narrator or something in her head that's telling her to end the world.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Uh-oh, I'm a little afraid.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Why is the music getting creepy?
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Why is the music suddenly getting all creepy and oogly spoogly? But what would make you happy? But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Why are her eyes getting more anime?
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
What would make
I
you
just
happy?
want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
This is weird. This is weird and I don't like it. This is weird and I really don't like it.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
What is happening with her art
Is it
style?
just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
What? You don't get the chance to ask another question. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
No. She was our perfect match.
Is that the mirror?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Is the narrator gone?
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
A villain vanquished.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that.
Yeah, there's like a whole lot of hands, and you know, I guess you could use an extra one.
I can't believe she was taken away from us.
The nerve.
I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I think we gotta.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
We literally have no other option. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Okay, well, we're about to hit our top of the hour hourly ad break. Very unfortunate timing, but I'm gonna take a real quick BRB. We're gonna run some ads. Oh my gosh. But don't worry, y'all. I'm not gonna be here. You won't miss anything. I'll go ahead and pause anyway. Just be absolutely certain. So if y'all need to get up and stretch, get a snack or drink, whatever you need to do, now's the time to do so. And I will return shortly. Y'all behave yourselves. We still got some people in ad land, so we'll wait for that all to finish up before we continue. I don't know if I should be saving. Part of me feels like I should. But I don't know. I'm undecided on pretty much everything at this point. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just a whole lot of unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Okay, we go. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? What? Oh. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, now the music's nice. Oh gosh. Attack the entity, destroy your body? What? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
At this point, I don't even know. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Uh-huh. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. We're in some kind of void or something. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
So, talking about the princess in third person?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond.
You can, like, take over my body?
To make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Oh. Wait.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
She is getting taken over by a demon? Question mark? Or you would send me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
I don't understand anything that's happening! But were you always the princess, or are you just trying to make her part of yourself? What?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I feel like it kind of matters a little bit. Ain't nobody giving me any type of answers. I'd like to have at least one. Do you know the narrator? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Oh. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
We? As
There
in
is no
together?
exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Huh? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Being semantic.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Biscuit. Hi, baby. Are you being a pest? Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, puppy break. Hi. Don't worry, even though the princess is cute, you're still the cutest one of all. Do you have words? Anything you'd like to say? Oh, okay. You're just wiggly, huh? Are you a little wiggle worm? Okay. You go on, go lie down. Alright. Go lie down, Biscuit. Okay. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I'm so confused! I don't understand what's happening! I don't, how much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Oh. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Why?
You won't.
The princess wanted me to remember her? Oh, everything goes dark and you die. What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I have a lot of questions.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Damn. Well, we asked a bunch of these questions the first time around. So let's just, I guess, no.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
No. I don't wanna. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I have a chance to meet her face to face. Can I turn around and leave? No.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong.
Oh, the voice of the hero
Better
is
to
back.
wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
What a
Everything's back on track
coinky-dink,
again.
huh?
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Ugh. Okay, I'll
That's
go.
Great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are
Yeah, we've
can't
heard
just
this.
go through with this and listen to him. She's a...
Yeah, proceed to the cabin, sure. Is it gonna be all, like, miserable and awful and run down?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
As F6 story time, have fun with your choose your own adventure. Tell Benny he sucks at math. He's getting better, okay? Listen. But thank you for coming by, Lickum. I appreciate you. Good luck with your tournament and all that fun stuff. Maybe I'll take the blade this time?
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
If I really wanted to, I could just strangle her, but you know.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, that sounds different.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Mommy? I mean, if she's gonna be in charge, you know, I can't say I'm opposed to that. Anyway.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm here to kill you. We did that before. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah, her gown isn't as frilly and flouncy as it was the second time around.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I agree. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
This feels a lot more dangerous than any of the previous times, I'm not gonna
We'll
lie.
be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh, relationship. Okay. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world? Or there's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
I'm doing it!
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Again with the I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
So it seems like this is sort of kind of like a repeat of the first conversation we had with her, but, you know, she's less like, poor me, and now more like, ugh.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
I really don't know about that.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess.
Is she
to the
gonna
wall
start biting her
with a
arm
guitar.
again?
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There isn't a key. Do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Oh.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Yep, again.
Is someone
Okay.
else here?
Okay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were
Shut up.
supposed to.
Shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Shut up.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Is he gonna take over my body again? Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade
doesn't have
against
blood
the
on her mouth
princess's
this time.
arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The
Oh,
stakes
not
are
this
too
again.
As the princess Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just watch me.
No. Born.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't think you are. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Ooh, she's a knower.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from
Oh,
your
we
rigid
gonna get
hands.
stabinated again.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Oh, we gonna get stabbed again.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Well, we didn't get stabbed
This
again.
is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner. Last time chapter 2 was
You're
the
on a
damsel.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Uh-huh.
You're here to
hasn't this happened
It
already?
hasn't.
Wait,
Or
who's the
if it
new
has, I
voice? Do we have the
certainly haven't
smitten
been a
voice
part of
back?
it. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I
We
wouldn't
have
trust
the
a word
skeptic
out of
voice
his mouth.
now.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her goes, need I...
Okay, can I... Let's see, preferences. Let's skip... Unseen text? So does that mean I can skip through text I've already seen? I'm a little bit confused about that. It says skip unseen text. That's kind of makes it sound like it's going to skip text I haven't seen before, but whatever. Let's proceed to the cabin. So we have the skeptic voice with us now.
But
Yeah, yep.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Oh.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed to the cabin. It's gonna be all nice inside.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
Definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Uh-huh!
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Rub the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay.
I'm
Enter the
afraid I'm
basement.
going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Did I get a say here?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Oh, really?
You do
We don't have a
exactly
choice.
that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would
She
probably
gonna
be
be all
doing her a
snarky and
favor.
attitudinal again?
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her
Oh,
lap.
they're making sure we can't cut her out this time.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That's true, there's always been an empty chain.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled
Interesting
hand.
new crown she's got.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit? Yeah.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
The game?
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
I feel like I
If
need
you
it.
knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
True.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
I like the skeptic guy.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
The narrator's the only one who can't remember, apparently. Unless he's lying, which he could be. I don't trust nobody in this game.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire
But
world,
for why?
you need to accept that.
I do not.
I won't.
Yeah, no.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Eat my ass.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah, sure. That's totally what I'm doing. That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
What?
Maybe it'll fit.
What?
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Yeah, I kind of don't know if I want to do that. You know, unless she wants to chain me up, you know.
You're a thirsty bitch.
Let's see. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Possibly. Oh, you were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Well,
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
I think she's just magic-y.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Yeah, okay. How am I supposed to cut you out?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But
Huh?
she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe
Yeah.
you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing,
I'm just gonna
whatever
kind of
she
ignore
has
the
planned
narrative.
might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Well, she's already done that a couple times, so you know. We've been there, done that.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Yeah. You wanna leave here? I'm gonna be the one to do it. I think I'm gonna leave you here. Okay. You realize I have much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Okay, I guess I'll give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Yeah, we're bringing that back again.
Oh, Rory tried to take over your body.
Angry grumbling.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
I am extremely curious to know what's gonna happen
The
here.
princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Interesting. I'm kind of noticing that whatever our new voice is kind of matches with the princess's personality. Like the first time we got the voice of the smitten, and she was all like super lovey-dovey and shit when we came back. Now she's even more skeptical, and we have the voice of the skeptic.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
I'm sorry, what?
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Bestie, you good? Watch an uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her.
Oh, and I thought cutting off her hand was
I'll
bad.
be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
I'm very unsettled, all right.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
I don't like this.
Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Just get some duct tape. It'll be fine. Duct tape can fix everything.
The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased.
Is she, though? I mean, it seemed like she had some type of plan going on.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
Seems very quick to get us out of here.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
Uh-huh.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
I am the precise opposite of relaxed.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids, then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
This is very new, and I don't like it.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Her eye twitched.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward?
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Oh.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
What?
Over? Is he gone?
Oh, are we going back to the void?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
I have a few questions. I'm probably not going to get any answers. But first and foremost, Bestie, how are you alive and why you talking? Oh, it's all the hands. Oh, did we bring in new peas? You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. I mean, it's the end for you, but not for me. The voice of the hero does come back, albeit kind of like restarted, maybe.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze at your own reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. My reflection is bloating. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed through the cabin. Hey, oh! You're at the cabin? Approach her?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
What? I have not played the Dark Pictures Anthology. It's on my Steam wish list, so I will probably play it at some point in an undetermined amount of time, but I have not yet. Probably eventually.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you the same being as you were before? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. I kind of want to go with that one.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more. And any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Cryptic as always. It's good, scary choices in gameplay, albeit timing, hitting a button. I'm not entirely sure, but I think the people who made Dark Pictures Anthology, are they the same people, I should say, who made The Quarry? I know it's a very similar game, but I did play The Quarry about, like, a bit over a year ago when it released. That was a fair bit of fun. I did enjoy that quite a bit. And I have also seen Until Dawn, which I think they also made. Haven't played Until Dawn, but seems like a good game. So I'm sure I'll enjoy the Dark Pictures Anthology whenever I get around to it, you know.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Oh. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay. Just way to keep it brief and non-complicated.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Okay, I guess it's fair.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So, does that mean this time again when we go back, the princess is gonna have another personality change? Been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers.
They did tell us
and
that.
Every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I'm not gonna lie, it is tempting to go through another one of these cycles and actually slay her, but I don't know if that's gonna mess something up. So that's kind of why I sort of went with similar choices I did before. I worry if I just go down there with a knife and just it's gonna ruin something that I've already started working towards. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
It's okay, bestie. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Attack the entity or destroy your body? I don't know about that. I guess I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ooh.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Yeah.
And in the basement of that cabin, you're here.
Yep, here to slay her. Let's just go. Cool.
You make your way up the short warning.
Find the princess.
She will lie.
She's a liar, she's a cheater. Yep. Grr. Darn that horrible princess who's totally gonna end the world.
The interior of the cabin
is entirely bare. Yep, enter the basement. I'm not taking the
door
knife.
to the basement, her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, is she all timid again?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's just
Good.
continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
It seems like she's all timid again. So does that mean if we continue through and make all the choices we did before, she's gonna try to chew her arm off, the blade's gonna come through the window, we cut her arm off, she has to stab us, and then we come back, we have the voice of the smitten, and she's gonna be all lovey-dovey.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better. We've done that before. Sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up and it isn't worth the risk taking your word over the potential fate of the world. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade. I can't believe they've been keeping you down like this. I'm letting you out of here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know what to do. Do I keep going on as I did the first time?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I was sent here to slay you. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
That sounds exactly like someone who wants to destroy the world. Yeah, that sounds exactly like something a person who wants to destroy the world would say. That was a big cluster of words I was struggling to get out of my face.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Ooh! That's interesting that the narrator says that. He's not immediately like, oh, she's lying. She totally knows how and she's gonna do it, blah, blah, blah. He's like on board with it. Yeah, she doesn't seem to know. Huh.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Oh my god, are we already at top of the hour for stream again?
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Okay, we're gonna take a real quick BRB. Again, I'll just go ahead and pause. So we're gonna run a quick ad break, but don't worry. If you get ads, I'm not even gonna be here so you won't miss anything, but if you're subbed, you won't see any ads at all, but sticking around through the ad break does help me a whole heck of a lot. So I'll be back in just a bit. If y'all need to get up and stretch, get a snack or drink, whatever you need to do, now's the time to do so, and I will return shortly. Y'all behave yourselves. Alright, we're gonna give it a bit for everyone to get out of Adland. Oh, I still have such mixed thoughts about all of the things. Now I'm curious though, while we wait for people to get out of Adland, let's see. Who made the quarry? Supermassive Games? Okay. And then, let's see. Dark Anthology. Or Dark Pictures Anthology? Is that what it is? Yeah. Let's see. Supermassive Games! Yep. Indeed, 'tis the same people. The one I clicked on. Funnily enough, similar to games you've played, The Quarry and Slay the Princess. Well then. And I'm pretty sure that's also the people who did Until Dawn. I'm pretty sure Until Dawn isn't on Steam, though I don't think new. I kind of wish it was, because I would love to be able to play it on stream. I mean, I know I can technically stream from a PlayStation, but I don't own Until Dawn in any form. Until Dawn is by Supermassive Games. Okay, so they did Until Dawn, the Dark Pictures Anthology, and The Quarry. Nice. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada doo doo doo. Okay. Everybody should be back from Adsville. Let us return.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is.
Yeah,
this
we've
is
been
my
through
life,
this
or
already.
do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't
I
trust
think
in
we
this.
can. Yeah, okay, so we can skip dialogue we've already seen. I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah. Okay, nobody likes that. Oh, yeah. I think she says before this, because she's got that dark, sinister look, that she's going to find a way out. Okay.
You can't be serious.
Get you out of here. Any other
Maybe
ideas?
there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way. You attempted to make your way out of the base.
Yeah. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh. Yep, she started numbing on her arm again. Okay, I am going to proceed how I did before, and then see if when we come back we have the voice of the smitten again.
Fine.
Skippity skip. Approach the locked
No.
door.
We-
Skippy skip. What? It's not letting me warn her. I can't warn her. Oh no. I can't warn her. Like y'all hear me clicking. I can't warn her. Oh no. I have to slay her. Oh shit. This is the one thing I really didn't want to do. Even though it's literally the title of the game.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
Oh, she looked big mad.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
No.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my
No,
arms to do
bestie,
that?
I'm done. No.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh,
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Uh-oh. I don't like the direction
You
this
collapse
is
to the floor,
turned.
your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
I really don't like the direction this took.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I hate it here. The witch.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
What's this voice we have? What's the new voice? Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure
The
we can trust him.
opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least if you're back here, I'm assuming we were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options. I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
It just occurred to me, she thinks that we betrayed her if she remembers us when we go back down the second time, because she always remembers us. We should probably go down without a weapon. Maybe it's like a sign of good faith or something. But, I mean, we went down without a weapon the first time. Oh, she gonna be so mad at me!
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
I don't know, it feels like we have a pretty solid endpoint.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you?
Oh, I guess that's what it meant when we were talking to the entity in the long quiet or whatever, we said we couldn't do what we did, the same thing we did before. I thought that was referring to more of like how things are changing. So we literally couldn't do the things we were doing before. Not that the options would literally be grayed out. We couldn't warn the princess about our body being taken over again.
Laying it on a little thick?
Shit.
What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Sure. Okay, let's just go.
A warning. Before you, she will lie. She will cheat. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Okay. I mean, she did get kind of vicious, but I can't really blame her.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't know if we need to go over and touch the mirror every time, but we have thus far, and so I'm gonna keep doing it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Is a mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Yep,
I hope
we
you know
look
how
ridiculous.
you look right now.
Oh, darn. Let's enter the basement.
Blade. Leaving it behind didn't work out so well for us last time. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
I mean, somebody just tossed it through the window.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below.
Love these descriptions.
It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Oh.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm a little afraid.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oh, she mad.
She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused,
baby, I can explain.
Slaying her will be easy.
That wasn't me. I didn't mean to. It was a mistake. We could talk about this.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
¿Por qué no los dos?
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
She got a tail and paws and everything.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to explain my way out of this
Call
one.
it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine.
Perspectives?
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
It's already plenty difficult.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh dear. I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back. I don't trust you. Why is there no option to say my body got taken over by a narrative entity that I can't explain? I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Oh dear. I'm sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Oh, she is so snarky.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. So we're at an impasse. Neither of us are gonna get anywhere if we can't trust each other. Unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
Uh-oh.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Uh-oh.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up.
Yeah.
I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Yeah.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I'm hearing friends with benefits, and I'm down with
Do
that.
you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I don't get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out here.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Okay.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Okay, well, you know what? It'll get another piece to feed Mommy Monster in the long
She needs
quiet
us to
or
get
whatever the
out
hell,
of here.
so...
We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
Okay.
You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Okay.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back
No,
on us.
I mean, she might, like, literally kill me as soon as I turn around, which honestly would be kind of fair and valid, and I wouldn't blame her for
It
that.
shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Yep.
You're talking
All
a
of that.
lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
I mean, maybe, but she regretted trusting me last time, and it was all your fault, so... Step on the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel
Door's
nervous.
not closed.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Oh,
The
dear.
princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and, in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
I'm about to get stabbed.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
We're definitely about to get
You're
stabbed.
not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
We're for sure gonna get stabbed.
Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of deserve that.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
Oh, did she do something? This chapter's called The Witch.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. You were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done if you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's
don't
what
be
keeps
like
us
that.
alive.
But we're not alive!
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I was trying to get you to trust me. Oh. I was trying to help you out of here.
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
I mean, again, she kind of earned it.
And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Still wouldn't have done it.
And then you would have done it and we
No.
wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Is her back broken too?
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Uh-oh.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
So hilarious. Now we're
She
stuck
eyes
down
you
here.
with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Oh, damn.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Oh!
Is that really what's going to happen?
Icky.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
Oh, the narrator's gone. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh, and there she goes. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go?
Yep. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Just approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. They're gone again. You need to see what's in it. The decay, you've withered. Ooh. Find yourself in the long quiet. Proceed to the cabin. Approach.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I'm just speaking riddles. Okay. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
I was kind of worried now that we're actually, at least from her perspective, having to betray her. That would kind of be like, I don't know, a smattering of mud in a clear pond or something, and it would distort her view on us and make her start to dislike us or something. But that's interesting. Okay. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Aww.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. I'm never gonna say I'm gonna kill her. Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay. Do you still not care what I bring next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with.
Oh.
Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
What the hell? Oh! Okay, I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Biscuit. Hey, go lie down. Go lie down, pup. Bring the witch to her?
You're on a path in the woods.
Skippity skip. Yeah. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Maybe I do.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe I am. Okay, let's go.
You make your way up the...
Skippy skip. Skippity. Wait. We're back here at the plain cabin again. Oh yeah, duh, because we started... Right, okay, because the last one we did was the witch. Okay. Now, what's her personality going to be like this time? Is she going to be timid again, or is she going to be kind of snarky? Still not taking the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Oh, she timid
someone
again. Okay. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Hey.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Uh-huh. Let's talk a bit.
Okay.
I only got that one option. Let's see. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Okay. I feel like the rest of what we have to do is gonna be awful. Either I select the option to keep her locked away, or I go get the knife. Which I kind of don't want to do. Oh.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
We still do that. Okay. Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
She's gonna get out of the chain immediately, isn't she?
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Uh-oh.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I don't like
Either
it.
way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
So we're sticking to the plan and locking her away. See?
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay, this is new.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Is she gonna start pounding on the door?
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Uh-oh.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Honey, what happened to your voice?
Sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
I didn't want to!
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep.
Just
sure.
ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just...
Yeah, just get a little snooze in before my untimely demise.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Oh no.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Hey, that's a new trick!
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Oh no.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So how is this next outcome gonna be?
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I hate all of it.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Oh, bestie, if only you knew!
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Oh. What voice do we have now?
It hasn't. Or if he doesn't remember what happened... Shh. What if he hears us?
The paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
It's like all of these voices are like a piece of a personality. Like they've all got one defining character trait, but it's like we're collecting all of them to combine to form a more balanced type of person, maybe, that will eventually become the real princess. Maybe that's what I'm just trying to convince myself of to feel good about what's happening.
A warning. She will lie.
Yeah.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed to the cabin. Ooh, what sort of interior are we gonna get this time? I bet it's gonna be awful.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Oh.
The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Oh no! Oh no, the windows! Oh, the windows! Oh, ew. Gross.
The blade
gross,
is your
gross,
implant.
gross.
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Oh, I feel a few eyes on me.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
The voice of the parrot is quite a mood. Hashtag relatable. Alright, let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't...
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You reach forward and rub your hand and... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Again, I don't know if it's important to go over and try to touch the mirror every time. But it's become a ritual at this point. Let's go ahead and enter the basement.
We should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors.
Probably. She's probably gonna be excited she gets to kill us all over again.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Oh.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Okay.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Kid, I'm gonna talk
Didn't
to
you
her.
hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any
Could
good.
just step off the stairs.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh god.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
We're definitely gonna die.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Ooh. Do nothing.
Decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Hey, bestie, can we just
As
have
the
a
princess
little
approaches,
chat?
your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like You want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Oh dear.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
You're making that sound as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... No. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Hello?
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Okay, so the voice of the paranoid is keeping the body
You
functioning.
have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is
I don't know
more
if
fun
I'm
than
skipping
dead.
dialogue
You
by
look
accident.
Ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real honest. Even if we brought a weapon, I don't think that would do us much good. She's like a floating, ghostly form. Some tells me she wouldn't be able to be stabbed anyway.
That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
I was sent here to stop you. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? We don't have to be enemies, we can work together. I'm not doing any of this. Remain with your nightmare. Fine you and I'll let you leave.
No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and... Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her?
Wait, hold on. Can you get back up with the lungs and the nerves and the heart and the liver and the this and the that? Hold on.
Shit. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
I'm just trying to get on her good
Now,
side.
You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
Knife is still at the top of the stairs.
But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not
think I want
wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Yeah.
Right. Heart, lungs, liver.
Step on the stairs and follow the princess.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
I think it'll be fun. What's the worst that could happen when she gets
At least
outside?
it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there.
Ah, shit.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. If she likes me,
Harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and
Okay, you shush. You keep the body going. Come on, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Heart. Liver?
Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin.
Ooh.
No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
Oh, mood.
Heart, lungs, liver.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter. I'd rather not be sober.
You go, my dude.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do. Liver.
Step into the world.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone. Nerves.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too.
Oh, here we go.
Itching against my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Oh.
She's gone.
Memory returns. Yep, just approach the mirror. Oh, what's gonna happen this time? You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Unraveled. Ew. Well, proceed to the cabin. At the cabin, approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there's anything real out there?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Oh, I would love to hear your thoughts.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Okay, that's sad. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. We'll go with that one.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Ooh, do we only have one more to go? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Oh. Oh, dope. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, fair. Do you think there are real people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Cool.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Yeah, bestie. Alright, well, before we do that, we're about to hit top of the hour for stream. Potentially our last one of today, maybe? Also, since there's no song here, there's no sound here, let me throw on some music. So we'll go ahead and take our possibly last BRB of the stream, so we can finish up this playthrough. But I'll be back in just a bit. If y'all need to get up a stretch, get a snack, or drink, whatever you need to do, now's the time to do so, and I will return shortly. Y'all behave yourselves.
Speaking of marketing, one of today's greatest marketing triumphs in the entertainment field is video games. It's a business which has tripled in size in just 3 years. Ron Hendren went out in the field to bring us this special report.
All over the country, armies of young people are blasting away at invaders from outer space and paying for the privilege. I'll be looking at the electronic game craze, which has not only fascinated the nation, but which has created
Hello, hello. Hi, Alaska. Congratulations on being our first beautiful bean of the day. All right, music. Okay. Hopefully this will be our final run through of the game. A little nervous. The hero and the princess bring the nightmare to her.
You're on a path in the
Yeah, skippity skip. Can we just turn around and
Seriously?
leave?
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Continue the path.
Fine.
Okay,
I suppose
here we go. Turn around
You're
again.
really keen on
leave
wasting
again.
everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna press X to doubt. Quietly continue.
Your silence is deafening.
Yeah.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
We haven't had any repeats so far of whatever her second personality is. The only thing we haven't done yet is actually go in and stab her just straight up, which I really don't want to do.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone.
Sure.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
You should have given the game a different title then. Lee.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Skippy skip. Can we, yeah, I kind of want to see what happens if we continue on as we had before.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a...
Oh, I think I'm here to sleep.
You must have the wrong address.
I kind of want to see, because if we have the point where we're about to leave, and the narrator takes over our body, if we can't warn her, that's not an option. Are we gonna end up back with the witch? Let's talk.
Okay.
Yeah, skip all that. We've already seen all that. We're apparently gonna end the world.
Is that...
Yeah. No, I don't think you're actually
Sooner
dangerous.
or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Seems likely.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a
Maybe if
tug.
we just like fully and 100% trust her. Maybe that'll have an impact.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Let's go check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way
Oh
out of the
darn,
basement.
the thing is, yeah, let's go back. Door
You
shut.
make your way to the
Yes.
bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep, and now we're stuck
There's
here
a slight
together.
panic rising in the princess's
Forever!
voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Bestie, don't bite your arm again.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
she's biting her
before
arm
raising
again.
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Could you? Maybe not.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Ah.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how...
Okay. It's only giving me the option to slay the princess. I can't save her. Damn it.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
Fuck.
The wound drives her to the ground.
Not what I wanted to do.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
I wasn't trying to.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with
Also
the
got a pretty
ferocity
good
of a
chunk out of
cornered
her arm.
predator.
Blah.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
We should have just grabbed the blade and come down and stabbed
It's an
her.
act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I don't know if I believe you.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground.
Yeah,
Your
are we
body
gonna get the
racked with
witch?
pain as she rips into you
I feel like
with
this is
tooth
gonna be
and
the
claw.
witch.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
This feels like it's going in the witch direction.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Give up!
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
I wonder if it would have gone this way no matter what, if we just came down just wordlessly and tried to stab her.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Well,
after all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Whoops.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, what a shocking turn of events. The beast? Uh-oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
What voice are we gonna have now?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hello, Kolbamia? I'm terrible at pronouncing things, but welcome on in. If you would like to assist me with how to pronounce your name, if you have something else you would like to go by, please feel free to let me know. We want everyone to feel welcome and comfortable here, and that includes getting their fucking name right, but I'm just an idiot. So, you know, that's what it do to be. You know.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else
The
must have trapped us here.
hunted? Oh, this is gonna be the worst. We're literally going from, like, the best possible outcome, in my opinion, to the worst. Because first, we tried to save her, and we tried to resist, and she killed us in self-defense. And then it all just tumbled head over ass down from there. And now it's gonna all be horrible.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible
Nobody's
thing
forcing you to do
right
anything.
now
I'm
is march up to that
gonna
cabin and
press
slay the
X to
princess.
down on that one, my guy. Let's just go. Let's just go.
A warning before
Yeah,
you go
she's
in.
a
She will
liar.
lie,
She's a
she
cheat.
will
She's a
cheat. She'll do
scoundrel.
as a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Uh-huh.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Maybe.
Okay. What's the interior gonna look like now?
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls.
Oh.
The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the Chapter 1 cabin, but like... kinda. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk
Again,
up to the
still
wall
don't
next
know
to
if
the
I need
basement
to,
door.
but
It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
It's become a ritual at
What are
this
you
point,
talking
and it
about?
makes me
This isn't a wall.
feel better.
It's a mirror. Or
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Reach
wipe off the
forward
layer
and
of
rub
grime.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
but there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Oh no, who could have foreseen this outcome? We never take the blade with us, and I guess we won't this time
No
either.
steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk.
Probably not. Are they gonna force me to take the knife? There was a previous one where they literally forced me to take the knife.
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
I'm trying to be nice. Even though I stabbed her before.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase.
Oh.
It's still sturdy enough that
This
you
place
can make
is
your
a
way
bit of
down
a
in one piece,
fixer-upper.
though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeesh.
She growls up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
I can smell you.
Oh.
She sounds almost feral,
Oh.
impatient, or maybe
Maybe we should have brought the knife. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
you carefully make your way down the stairs.
Oh god, what's she gonna look like now? She already had a tail before.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Oh, this is weird.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Yeah, she real hidden with this tail here sticking out. Uh-huh. Quite a mystery. Gee, I wonder where she is.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Oops, I spoke too soon.
Remember, she's just a princess.
Uh-huh, sure.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Nope.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Oh, that's unnerving.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
Mommy? Sorry.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
We don't have to kill each other. She's in chains, we're fine. Let's try to play nice.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Okay.
She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Cool.
I guess that's it then, isn't it?
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip.
She swallowed
your
us
hands
whole.
scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can
Too bad we
barely
don't have the
expand
knife.
in such
We
a
could
tiny
cut our way
space.
out.
Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Oh, we're being digested.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
But who?
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Like an onion?
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay.
Ew.
I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Can we, though?
Does that work?
I don't know about that.
Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Can you talk to the cabin? Let's wait for death. Yeah, you can leave.
Can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then...
Oh.
And then... It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Oh, there goes the narrator. You can feel a churning in the forms around you, and then a wet tunneling before you. And then a wet tunneling before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Oh, hi.
This place is cold.
And there she goes. There she goes. There
She's gone.
she goes again.
Where did she go?
Let's approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. You are nothing at all? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Oh, the narrator's back. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Narrator, I swear to fuck if you ruined this for me. I was just trying to get the girl! Oh. Oh god, we have so many questions. So you're the narrator. I was ever wondering if I'd ever...
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
A fair bit. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Oh. Pieces keep breaking. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Okay, please don't give me hints or tell me about the game. This is my first playthrough, so I'd like to go in completely blind. You're a part of me or you're something else. How many times have I met? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Think the fuck not. You have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris after everything you've done to us? Do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? Would have helped you destroy her if she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be. Can't I just will her into something small? All the things. Why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? Am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? But...
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay. If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
I know about that.
Of course there won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Okay. I've had enough of you. You've heard enough. You already know what you are. You're the long quiet of vast and nascent God, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Oh, hey, baby. Okay, can we just talk about how there's like a whole lot of ass eating going on here? I shouldn't be playing this on twitch.television. Uh-oh.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Like she just straight up got her face in the other one's ass. And then this one too. Oh my god, okay. Serious time. I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Okay.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Yeah, I kinda have a question about that.
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand.
I don't.
But we cannot.
I'm way
use
too
words
dumb for
alone
this
to
game.
grasp at things
And
that
most
words
things.
cannot
And life in
express.
general. But we still
and
go
you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
Okay.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you...
Wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Then so be it.
That's not... That isn't what I meant.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
Acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There is a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
You're right, without desire, we have no need for relationships. We would all be alone. We have no desires, or we would be alone. So bad. You gonna use eating me to prove that you're right. My intentions do matter. I only freed you to save myself. I won't engage with violence. Okay.
And it is through those desires that each of us found the other. And it is through each other that we will find our freedom.
Okay. Oh, there's the
Fear
knife.
pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you?
Or are we going through all of the versions of her?
We took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown. And through that, you feared nothing.
Yeah? It wasn't a rejection of fear. You broke me to your will. Want to make the world suffer. You act as though you're not above it. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. If I'm not afraid now, the fear of others is real. We can't uphold the harm just because everyone suffers.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Oh, okay. Free yourself. Fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. Ah. Take her hand. Ah! All at once the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Wow! Well, that was very something. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a whole lot of direction I did not expect it to go. I thought we were just be coming in here to kill a princess or something. Gab Smolders! Oh! Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count! Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No one answered this, but I assume the good ending would be if I didn't let the world get destroyed or something. How many achievements do I have now? I know there's a lot to this game. I have 19 out of 97. Whew. Wow, okay. Well, it would seem like we definitely have some more exploring of this game to do at some point. Oh. Okay. "25 hidden achievements." Okay. Bestie, could you quit with the creepy, like, crack face? Please. That is scary and I don't like it. Okay, well. That will do it for stream today, though. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I know there's multiple endings, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sure we'll have to explore more of this at some point. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll play more this upcoming weekend because this was our final stream of the week. Maybe we'll do kind of an impromptu stream tomorrow. It depends on how well if our power holds up during the snowstorm, then it's a solid maybe. I normally don't stream on Mondays, but we'll see. I also really want to start Spiritfarer. I think that's going to take a bit to get through. I've never played that game, but I have heard nothing but outstanding things about it, so I'm very excited to try that out as well. It's funny that you did the ending, which is the only one I didn't. Well, I was pretty much just literally trying to do the exact opposite of what I was told. So, because I am a stubborn beach. So maybe we'll explore a bit more of this game tomorrow or later on this upcoming weekend. I am unsure. We'll have to decide. But like I said, this was my final stream of the week. I stream Friday through Sundays, and I will be posting my schedule for the upcoming week when I have that figured out in the Discord. And during every weekday, I post YouTube videos, highlights, YouTube shorts, all that fun stuff. I'll get this up on YouTube eventually. One day. Maybe in like a year, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, I like this game. Thank you, Ben, for recommending it to me. But yeah, I have so many other games I want to do. I have more detective games I want to do. And then we need to get back to Pikmin at some point. There's so many games that need doing, and I just want to do them all at once. The heck. But either way, as I said, that will do it for me today. I appreciate you all so very much for hanging out with me. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it may be for you. And until next time, I will see you folks later. Bye-bye!